Good day, everybody. Today I'm going to teach you how to create an attendance form and a survey form. The attendance form should be administered at the beginning of every single class you teach. Okay? And the survey will be administered at the end of every single class. Now, the attendance shouldn't take the student a minute, just about a minute, and they are done with the attendance. And also the survey, just about a minute or two, they are done with the survey. So this is just a quick thing for the students to do, and it help us keep track of viable and valuable statistics concerning the whole thing. Okay, so without further ado, I shall go into explaining this whole thing, how to do that. Okay, so go to class, the class you are teaching, you go to classwork, just as usual, you click create. Now it's important that you keep this in mind. Okay, do not select assignment, for this. Choose quiz assignment. If you choose assignment instead of quiz assignment, the student will have or may have issues in terms of assessing the quiz. Okay, so choose quiz assignment. It's a must. Okay, so once you choose that, you come to this point. Now the title of this is very important, and it should follow this format. Okay, the date of the class, attendance, okay, the subject, and the group or arm that you will be teaching. Okay? Now instruction is not necessary. Okay, ensure that grade importing is disabled. Okay, and then you click blank quiz. So once you click blank quiz, the first thing you do is to title the file. It is very important. It is paramount. Okay, otherwise everything is a waste. Okay, it is paramount that you title the file. Okay, so just like the title of the assignment, it has to follow the same format. 4/7/2020. Okay, that's the date, attendance. Okay, followed by the subject, then the year group. Okay, year group. Okay, you can just go ahead and copy that and put it here as the title. Okay, just the same thing. Please keep in mind those two things. And then following that, the next thing I want you to do will be to do the settings. Click settings. Ensure that this, if it was checked, uncheck it. That as well, uncheck anything here. Okay, if they are checked. This, make sure it's unchecked. And also check this. Not uncheck this, make this is checked. Make sure that this is checked. Okay. See summary chart and text responses, check, uncheck that, sorry about that. Okay, ensure that this is unchecked. Okay, go to presentation, this is fine. Ensure that every other thing here is unchecked. Okay, go to quizzes, and we go to quizzes, uncheck this, and uncheck that. Okay, once you do all of those things, you are good. Save, and then you can move on. The first thing you do after that will be to add a question. The first question should be prompting the student for his or her name. Okay, his or her name. Now the student will enter their name. Make this required. And that is that for that particular aspect. Next thing you do, you create another question. And this question is simply present. I don't want to make it difficult, so just simply present. Now you come here, you choose multiple choice, you provide the option, and you type yes. That's all you need to do for that, and make this required. That's all. That is all. Okay. If this is here, delete it. Okay. It should contain only 2 questions. Student's full name, present. That's all. Make sure that each question is required. Make sure that that question is required. And with that, you are basically done. Now, once you're done, you can go back here and of course ensure that this is like this, disabled. Okay, if it is enabled, disable it. Okay, so that is fine. At this point in time, you are done. Now, unless you are teaching the class right now, I suggest you schedule it to right at the beginning of that class. So I'm going to schedule this for my class because I'm having them tomorrow, first period. Okay. Now, tomorrow, not first period. Yes, first period. That's correct. Okay. I will schedule it for this class for 9:55. Okay. It's supposed to be 9:35. We're just going to make it 5 minutes to the beginning of the class so that students that may pop in before the class can have access to it. So I'll go ahead and schedule. But before scheduling that, I'll make a due date here. That the due date should be at the end of the class. Okay, that particular day. So the end of the class is simply 10:40. So by 10:40, they can no longer have access to this. So I'm just going to go ahead and schedule now the time that I've set, and voila, that's all you need to do. That is all you need to do. Now you can see here, it's appearing here as scheduled. Okay. Now when the time comes during your class, this will appear for the students to be able to do. Okay. That's how you create an attendance. Okay. Okay. Next I'm going to teach you will be how to create a survey. Now the survey is very important so that teachers can know firsthand as to what the students feel about their class. Okay, very important. You can go ahead and add more questions to get valuable feedback from the students if you want. But at the moment, as a standard, I'm limiting it to 3 questions. Okay, that's what I'm going to be doing. Now you can of course add more questions to it, but ensure that the question is not too much to consume a lot of the students' time. Now typically 5-6 questions at most. Okay, 5-6 questions at most. We don't want something that will consume a lot of the students' time. Okay, so that is fine. Okay, now you can see here already we have the student's full name. 3 questions. The first question: did you enjoy the lesson? Second question: do you have issues connecting to the class? And also the third question: I was present but did not understand most of the lesson. Okay, so those things I'm going to show you how to set them up right away. So the first thing you do, of course, is come here, go to create. You know how to do this. Make sure you choose quiz assignment, not assignment, but quiz assignment. Click on quiz assignment. Now you title it accordingly: 4/7/20 survey. Okay, computer 7B and 7B and S. Okay, I just want to make that capital. Now ensure that this is disabled like that. A quick blank quiz. So once you click blank quiz, this is what you should see. First thing you do, title the name of the document. Now, just like the title of the assignment, it has to be, the quiz, it has to be of the same format, right? Survey, computer, 7B, S. Okay, I'll copy that and make it the same thing as the title of the entire quiz. Okay, now the first thing you do, of course, is to create the students, where the student can enter their name. Okay, student's full name. Okay, next thing you do, make it required. Okay, after that, you create the second question. Now, according to the survey that I've created here, the first question is, did you enjoy the lesson? Okay, we're going to go ahead and create that. Did you enjoy the lesson? The lesson. Question mark. Okay, now you're going to enter an option for them. Okay, yes, no, or maybe. Please move maybe so you have concrete answer. Okay, so yes, no. Those are the two questions, two possible answers they can provide. So you click yes, you make that required, sorry. Okay, next question would be, let me cross check. I was present but did not understand most of the questions. No, that's not the question. Sorry about that. Next question is, did have issue? Okay, did you have issues connecting to the class? Okay. Okay, did you have issues connecting to the class? Okay, that's another question. Let's remove this. Alright. So, multiple choice question, options yes or no, and then make it required. The next thing you do is create another question. Now this question is the last one. Okay, it's not necessarily need to be the last one for you. You can create, just like I said, up to 6 questions if you like. Okay, so next thing after that, I was present but did not understand the most part of the lesson. Okay, I was present but did not understand most part of the lesson. That's the right word in here. Okay, yes and no. Okay, so those are the things you are supposed to do. Okay, and of course make it required. Very important. So, student's full name. Did you enjoy the lesson? Yes or no? Did you have issues connecting to the class? Yes or no? I was present but did not understand most part of the lesson. Yes or no? Now keep in mind that you are not going to use answer key. Do not answer the questions for them. Do not use the answer key and do not assign any points. Please, it's very important. You don't want students to start failing your survey. It's a survey, okay? And it's not a question that will be graded for the students, okay? So if this pops out, just delete that last part, okay? So you only have 1, 2, 3, 4 questions, okay? Including the student's full name, okay? Those are the things that you all need to do here. And that's all, okay? And of course, ensure that the settings are well done. Okay, when you come to the settings, ensure that this is unchecked, ensure that this is unchecked, ensure that this is unchecked, and ensure that this is checked. Then you go to presentation, ensure that everything is unchecked. You go to quizzes, ensure that this is unchecked, unchecked, and unchecked. Okay? Okay? Now you click save. And that's all. That's all you need to do here in the quiz section. Then you go back to your classwork and ensure that grade important is unchecked, and you may need to schedule it because you are setting this ahead of your class. Okay, before you schedule, set the due date to the particular day and the time that the class will end. Okay, for this particular class, it's ending by 10:50. Okay, so that the students cannot attempt this survey any time after that. Okay, set the topic, of course. Okay, and then you come here, you click schedule. Schedule at the beginning of the class. Okay, I'm going to give them 5 minutes at the beginning of the class, just in case any child decides to join the class before the actual time that the class is set to begin. Okay, then you click schedule, and that's all. That's all, people. Nothing much to it. Okay, so we are done. You can see it here is scheduled, and you can see that they're all scheduled. So I'm just going to pull all this and just arrange my work, put them in here. Don't like them being scattered like that. Okay. Pull them in here. Okay. So that's all I want to show us today. Thank you for your time. Thank you very much for your time. Bye-bye.